Spotlight from Northwest Kidder Middle School. We have Terri McEldowney. Hi, Terri.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Well, this is the first time we've had one of my former teachers on the show, but we're starting to figure out if maybe I just had you for like
I think you only had me for reading and maybe math.
How was I?
You were active.
I was active.
You were active.
I was very active.
Very kind.
Yeah.
Very active.
You hear that? Kind.
Very kind.
Such a kind young soul I was.
You were.
How did he make it through school without ever reading a book?
He read books.
Thank you.
We read novels in class.
He didn't even know where the school was.
Is that true?
No, that's not true.
No.
You know.
So you still teach in middle school.
Yeah, I love middle school.
What do you love about that age?
I just love that age. I'm not sure why, because it is a tough age. I have sixth grade for a long time now. They're fun. You know, you can kid around with them and yet get serious. You can relate to them in many ways on different levels and so on. Yeah, it's a great age.
You pick up some new slang terms?
Yeah, what the Sigma? I don't even know what that means.
I don't know if you're even allowed to say
Skip
that
the
on
toilet?
TV.
I don't either.
That one too.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I know.
And the other day I had one of my sixth grade gentlemen come in with a new haircut. Looked really good, and I said, "Ooh, the girls are gonna be rizzing you up," and you would have thought they just all, "Don't ever say that again, Mrs. Mack. Never say that again."
When
so I must have used it in the wrong way.
No, I think when adults say it, the kids they cringe.
They cringe.
Yeah, but they don't know.
They don't know.
They just don't know.
No, we can't use hip words.
No.
I won't say Riz in front of my daughter. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sixth grade, I think is pretty challenging.
It can be, yes.
They're just so active. It's like they're on hyper speed.
Yeah. Well, and they're all trying to find out where they fit in.
Sure.
And that's hard. Middle school is tough. You know, they come from the elementary where they were the oldest, and now they're the youngest, and they're trying to figure out where they fit in and, you know, who their friends are and so on, and it's a tough age.
Brought some photos of the goings-on at Kidder. What's happening?
Oh, this is one of your
Yes,
rooms?
this is my classroom. And
Tivoli
so,
lights.
You like those lights?
Very nice.
Yeah, we like that too. They like those lights, so a lot of times we have those on. Yeah, we were just doing some sharing of, right now we're doing poetry. They're getting ready to enter their poems into the Jackson District Library's annual contest that they have, so we enter every year. And yeah, so they're doing their poetry, sharing, and so on, so I thought I'd snap a few pictures of that. We celebrate with a poetry slam at the end, where they get up and deliver their poems.
Oh, very
That's
nice.
always fun. It's just passing in the hallway. They're like, "Why are you taking pics?" I said, "I'll tell you later."
Tell you later.
So, and like every morning they come in and we have things on the board for them to do and to get them started, bell ringers, things like that. So, thought I'd show you a little glimpse of the sixth grade classroom.
Well, we've heard that the kids love you, so you must bring the energy every day.
I'm sure some love me.
Is that the secret to keeping their attention? Is the energy?
Yeah, you need to, you have to develop those relationships, yeah. I sing a lot. I tell the kids, you know, if I were a teacher, I think I'd be a singer, and of course they laugh because I can't sing well. But yeah, I have music playing, yacht rock. I've introduced this generation to, you know, those yacht rock music, those yacht rock songs. And so yeah, I think I relate to them well. We have lots of fun together, mutual respect. You know, I think I've, at my age, which is, you know, older, pick your battles, which maybe as a young new teacher you don't often know.
Right.
And now I'm like, you know, you can kind of let things go that maybe you didn't let go before, and I think that just builds that trust.
What first got you into teaching? Do you remember?
You know, it's funny you ask. So I actually went to school to be a speech pathologist.
Okay.
And I started by going to Central, and I had a tennis scholarship. And then I don't know why, but Central, that freshman year, dropped all their men's and women's tennis and golf program.
Gosh.
That was like in '84.
Sure.
So then Saginaw Valley reached out, picked me up, and so I went over there. Well, they didn't have speech path, but I thought, well, you know, because you had to get your elementary certification anyway. So I thought, well, I'll do this and then go on. Well, life got in the way, and you know, I stayed teaching it, and I love it. This is my 34th year.
Wow. And
I still love it. I mean, I do feel sometimes like, maybe it's time, but
So
I
if
don't
you
know.
had me in 4th grade, I'm 42.
Okay,
I was one of your early students.
you were. I thought maybe, so I looked through an album because I
Yeah.
thought you were my first class.
Okay.
So were you in there with like Jenny Ziegler?
She's a couple years older than me.
Okay, then
yeah.
that's why you were in there. So you may have had me then, because I thought you were in that album. So
Yeah, I know I never got in trouble by you. Did you teach 5th grade though?
No, I later taught 6th.
Later 6th,
But way
okay.
back past you.
Okay.
Yeah, you were up and gone by then.
A lot of teachers, they threw in the towel at COVID time, but you stayed. And
I did. COVID was exceptionally challenging for a lot of teachers. Yeah, it was for all of us. I mean, yes, I did not. Yeah, no, you just get through it and.
It's like being a performer, a teacher.
Really,
You have
it
to
is.
put.
Absolutely.
I mean, Terri showed you have to come up with a day plan every single day. You're not reaching in the file drawer bringing out the old stuff.
Especially with that grade.
Yeah, yeah, you have to constantly. There are many days that you start something and you think, well, this isn't working, so you go on to something else or try it a different way. And yeah, teaching is challenging. You've got to meet the needs, and today's kids they're tough. They're tough. They have a lot of stuff going on that I don't think you guys had as much of,
you're right,
with
yeah.
a lot of different things. So yeah, it's tough.
Kids know everything now, where we didn't know.
Well, social media.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on that.
Yeah, we won't. That's a whole nother show. Oh, my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah. So
Well, we know a lot of your students through the years. You've created a lot of great experiences for all of these students, and that's why you've been chosen as this month's Stowe Agency MEMIC Insurance Educator of the Month.
very nice.
Yeah, thanks for all that you do for our
Thank you.
community and for our kids, and thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it. Thank you.
From Northwest Kidder Middle School, Terri McEldowney. More of the morning show after this.